What's up guys, and welcome back to another Wynand Crypto video. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The Genius Act just passed the Senate and Elizabeth Warren is furious. I'm talking about massive regulatory breakthroughs that could send XRP to the moon, and I've got the inside scoop on what's happening in Congress right now that's going to change everything for crypto. So stick around because this video is packed with game-changing information. Alright XRP Army, let's dive straight into the action. The Genius Act has officially advanced through the Senate, and let me tell you, this is huge for self-custody and crypto regulation. But here's the kicker, banks are not going to be the winners if this legislation gets pushed through completely. Look at this, you can literally see the tension on the Senate floor from a few days ago, and get this, Elizabeth Warren was reportedly running around trying to flip votes at the last minute, but guess what? She failed. 16 Democrats actually crossed party lines to vote with Republicans on this bill. Check out Warren's reaction. I mean, just look at her face. She's absolutely furious that this is moving forward. Warren has been the biggest foreign crypto side for years, constantly fighting against proper regulation. But here's my take. Maybe instead of being anti-crypto, she should actually try to understand how this technology could unlock financial freedom for millions of everyday Americans. Education is everything in this space, folks, and right now we're watching history unfold. Now let me introduce you to the mastermind behind this bill, Senator Bill Hagerty from Tennessee. This guy is the chief sponsor of the Genius Act, and he just dropped some massive insights on Fox News. So let's listen to what Senator Hagerty just revealed.
Senator Bill Hagerty joins us now. He's a Republican from the state of Tennessee. Senator, what did you get out of Trump going to Capitol Hill this morning? I know he was talking to House Republicans, but I'm sure it spilled over to you guys in the Senate.
Well, before I go to that, Stuart, I just want to congratulate you on Varney's win of the Preakness. What an honor. That was terrific to see.
It wasn't the Preakness, Senator. It wasn't. It was at Pimlico, but it was a horse named Varney.
Pimlico, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I just saw the headline. Great job.
I would love to win the Preakness, believe me.
That's great. That's great. We certainly were watching what the president had to say coming out of the meeting. We're very focused on this bill, making certain that it happens. But I'll say this, a lot of the projections, a lot of the prognosticators are pointing to a growth in the deficit, revenue shortfalls, et cetera. I'll take us back to 2017. If you think about what the Congressional Budget Office was saying, they were looking at a revenue decrease from President Trump's 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. What happened? We actually had a revenue increase. They don't capture the dynamics, as was mentioned before, tariff revenues, or I should say cost savings coming from the DOGE efforts, and a lot of effort that's going on within the agencies beyond DOGE. I think there's a lot more to be captured here, and the Senate is looking forward to getting our teams on this and looking for even more significant cuts than the House has delivered so far.
All right, Senator, lawmakers just advanced the Genius Act, which would legitimize the stable coin. Senator, next up, I believe, is your legislation, which is a full regulatory overhaul of crypto. You think we're going to get to... My contact in D.C. says she thinks you might get to that vote on the full bill in the first week of June. Is that possible?
I think it could be even sooner than that. I think we have broad agreement from a policy standpoint between Democrats and Republicans. We had a good evening last night, and I think there are actually a number of other folks that aren't on the bill just yet that will become supportive of it. So I feel very good about where we're going. The momentum is very positive right now. All the feedback I've had since last night has been extremely positive. So we're going to be working at pace this week, Stuart. We might even get it done this week. That would be great if we could.
Did you catch that? He's saying this could happen even sooner than expected. We were talking about maybe getting this done before the summer break, but Hagerty is suggesting it might happen this week. Can you imagine? Here's what's critical to understand. Once this passes the Senate, it heads to the House, where it needs either 60 or 70% approval, depending on the specific circumstances. But here's the golden ticket. President Trump has already indicated he'll sign this legislation. The million-dollar question is, when does this actually take effect? Is it immediate, end of year, or do we wait 2 years, 3 years? That timeline is going to determine whether this market stays supercharged for the next 6 to 12 months, or if we're looking toward the next major bull cycle. But wait, there is more from Hagerty.
Can I ask you what the stable coin would do for our financial system?
Well, certainly it puts our financial system and our payment system more specifically into the modern times. What we rely upon today was designed in the 70s and 80s. This is a chance to completely modernize our payment system to make sure that the innovation that's happening around the entire industry stays here in America. And importantly, Stuart, because the stablecoin is dollar denominated, that will perpetuate the dollar's position, dollar's dominance as the reserve currency of the world, and it will also increase demand for treasury bills here in America, which is a good thing as well.
Can you explain that? I need to explain that. Why would it increase demand for treasury securities, treasury bills and bonds?
This is where it gets really interesting. XRP holders, Hackerty just explained something that's going to blow your mind. Our current payment system was designed in the 70s and 80s. We're talking about ancient technology by today's standards, but here's the game changer. Dollar-denominated stablecoins are going to perpetuate the dollar dominance as the world reserve currency. And get this, it's going to massively increase demand for US Treasury securities. So let me break this down for you because this is critical. Right now, Japan and China are the biggest holders of US debt, but they have been selling their Treasury holdings. This has pushed bond yields higher, which means higher interest rates on everything. Credit cards, car loans, mortgages, student loans. The US desperately needs new buyers for its debt, and stablecoin issuers are going to be the solution. Every dollar-backed stablecoin needs to be backed by actual dollars or short-term treasuries. So here is the projection that will shock you. Citi is projecting that by 2030, stablecoin issuers will be the largest owners of US treasuries in the world. Think about that for a second. We're talking about trillions of dollars flowing onto blockchain networks through stablecoins over the next decade. Imagine if just $100 billion worth of stablecoin value hits the XRP ledger. With market cap multipliers, we could be looking at 10x, maybe even 50x effects that trillions in the market value. So watch this expert break it down.
Great to have you on this morning. Talk to me about the stablecoin legislation and what it signals specifically for crypto investors.
Thank you, guys. I think it's a very first good start move with this administration, especially because it's a bipartisan deal where we are saying, hey, let's legalize having stable coins, but let's put very strong and very good, positive and very structured rules around it that, hey, if you want to issue stable coins, you have to hold treasury bills. You have to have some sort of a collateral to support that you're not going to disappear. Also, at the same time, there is certain sort of transparency and accountability around it, which people can check what sort of a percentage of treasury bonds do you have. We have seen that trend, which has been questioned by SEC 2 years, 3 years back, by Tether and Circle and different different treasury bills circulations. And I think the accounting has always been a question, what is acceptable or not acceptable. So finally having a very positive, structured rules and regulations around the around stablecoin I think is a very big path forward and is a big crypto win.
This expert nailed it perfectly. This isn't just about random crypto tokens. Stablecoins are in a completely different category. They are government currency backed, pegged one-to-one, and they're going to revolutionize digital payments. So here's what's fascinating. Companies like Meta, Square, and other major tech firms will be able to issue their own stablecoins under proper regulation. This is essentially a sophisticated digital payment system that we're already using, just taken to the next level. But here's where it gets interesting. And yes, if it is a stablecoin payment system, everyone can participate fairly. But launching independent crypto projects, that's still a different ballgame entirely. And you guys, I have a special trick for you, which nobody seems to be using, and I cannot wrap my head around why. Because if you sign up through my link down in the description onto the BTCC exchange, you get a 10% deposit bonus, and now stay with me here. Now here comes the important part. If you have any trading capital on any other exchange and you move it to your newly created BTCC account, you get, on top of your capital, you moved another 10% extra trading capital. As an example, so if you move or deposit 100K to your account, you get 10K for free. I'm not kidding. I really don't understand why nobody's doing this. To me, it really seems like people sometimes are too lazy or just don't like free money. I mean, like, I cannot make that account for you. You will need to do that yourself, all right? So let's jump back into the video. Now, I need to address something that's been making headlines. There are claims circulating about Cardano's Charles Hoskinson facing $600 million treasury fraud allegations. Let me show you what's being reported. I found this on CoinMarketCap and I want to be transparent with you. This appears to be a community post and I'm still researching the validity. The claims center around the 2021 Allegro hard fork involving 380 million ADA tokens and something called Move Instantaneous Rewards transactions. Hoskinson has strongly denied these allegations, stating that most of the 350 million ADA was redeemed by original buyers over 7 years. The Cardano Foundation is apparently preparing to release an audit report on treasury holdings. So here's my take. I still believe ADA is an incredible asset given Charles Hoskinson's intelligence and reputation, especially during the time frame when the FTX and Terra Luna were collapsing. It's hard to imagine him getting involved in fraudulent activities. So let's wait for the official audit report before jumping to any conclusions. So what does this all mean for XRP holders? We're looking at a complete transformation of the regulatory landscape. The Genius Act legitimizes self-custody, the stablecoin legislation creates massive demand for blockchain infrastructure, and we're seeing bipartisan support for crypto innovation. This isn't just about one bill, it's about America positioning itself as the global leader in digital finance, and XRP, with its proven technology and existing institutional partnerships, it's perfectly positioned to benefit from this regulatory clarity. Think about it, when major institutions can operate with clear rules, when stablecoins need efficient settlement networks, when cross-border payments need speed and reliability, XRP checks every single box. The momentum is building, the regulations are coming, and the infrastructure is already in place. We're not just watching history unfold here, we're about to be part of it. So listen, XRP Army, I've been in crypto for 5 years, and I've learned what works and what doesn't. But here's what I need from you right now. Smash the like button if this video got you hyped about XRP's future, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss crucial updates like this, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are you as excited as I am about these regulatory breakthroughs? The XRP revolution is just getting started, and I will see you in the next video where we'll dive even deeper into what's coming next. Wynand Crypto out.